We're back at Black Badger Lake with the Azov Antarctic, and I'm going up to activate a task. It's already been marked. I'm pretty certain that we've already activated all of these while we were scouting, but I guess you can't activate but so many of them at a time, and it just deactivates after a certain amount of time, or maybe it's because we left the region. We did leave for quite a while, but anyways, I'm pretty sure we already activated all of these before. This used to be a town, it got wiped out. There's the town church. The Azov Antarctic can get through here pretty good with these 71-inch tires. Differential locks make this thing a powerful machine. High gear would probably just burn rubber all the time. This place is destroyed. Only the houses are still standing. And they're not in that great of shape. It looks like they had a hurricane. The only thing left is a bunch of water and some garbage. We'll get them lined out. We don't have too many tasks left. We'll have to move on to contract. Tasks can be beneficial to contracts, so I always try to do those first. Of course, some contracts open up new tasks, and some tasks open up new contracts. Of course, it doesn't take too long to activate these, but I wish it would have kept it whenever I did it the first time. It's not cutting quite steep enough for this. We probably need diff locks. This is a deep hole. I'm gonna brake torque it. That's awful wobbly. I think I need to gear it down. There it is. Let's activate this and then we'll go track it. The aftermath of the hurricane. A recent hurricane has scattered our belongings all around. We need your help to find and recover them. For a fee, of course. And we have 3 vehicle spare part, and it says truck with a crane is recommended. Okay, let's grab us a truck out of the garage. The International Paystar. It has a 3-slot bed and a crane. It has those little yellow marks to tell us which way to go. It shouldn't be too hard to find them. High gear did great for a while, but now we need diff locks. One of these marks looks pretty close. We can probably get back into high gear for a minute. That didn't last long. The hurricane destroyed this town. Looks like it's gonna be a rough job cleaning this mess up. There's a whole lot of scrap metal laying around. It would be great if this thing had 71-inch tires on it like the Azov Antarctic. Every one of these houses are missing most of the roof. It looks like we've missed one of our pickups. We'll just go ahead and get this one, and then we'll have to go up to the fuel station and get fuel and come back for the other one. I guess I should have been paying better attention. We're closer to the fuel station now than we are to that one we missed. It's gonna set us back a few minutes. That's one of them. Okay, let's go get some fuel. I could probably back into that carport. How did that carport survive the hurricane? It does have holes in the roof, but it looks like the whole roof would be missing. That's pretty deep. I'm gonna take a look at the map. That should do it. It's not moving too well without diff locks. Here's the fuel station. The differentials were melting down. Okay, we're topped off. Let's go do some backtracking. I'm just gonna speed up this part because I'm backtracking and it's rough terrain. You'll get to see where I'm backtracking too. I'll go back to normal speed when I get back to the fuel station. Let's get the anchor down and get this loaded. If I had have marked my map, I wouldn't be backtracking. Okay, let's get refilled. I hope you like that high speed through the swamp thing, because I sure did. We need some sort of a machine that can actually do 3 times the speed of this one. Something amphibious like the Azov Antarctic, but with as many wheels and axles as this thing has. All-wheel drive and differential locks. That would make a fun beast to play with, but I'm sure it would use a whole lot of fuel. This is enough water to need a snorkel. I'm trying to keep it in high as long as I can. I guess I need to put dualies on this. It's not going to stay in high through here. We're going up. This road looks pretty rough. It's not too bad with a twin steer. I could see a lot of trucks flipping right through here. This is steep. I'm gonna do a brake torque where you hold the e-brake and the fuel at the same time and then let off the e-brake. It still sounded like it almost stalled. That was a crazy climb, but we only have to do that once. We have this beautiful road here to finish out this task. It goes all the way down there. Look at how this thing just sticks to the terrain. Crossing this bridge with a hole in the middle looks like a terrible idea. There's our cargo. Someone must have been running off with it when we pulled up. We gotta find a solid place for the anchor. Okay, let's grab it. Let's get this packed up and turn around. I don't really want to back up since I'm already hanging halfway off. I probably need to put my crane away. Okay, let's get this thing turned around. It looks like a road up in here. If it is a road, the map don't show it. That bridge is not going to be easy to drive across, even with a twin steer. There's a giant hole all the way across the middle of this bridge. Or it's multiple little holes. Either way, if we get down in that, we're either stuck or flipped. And these wooden bridges are usually slippery. I think the hardest part might be over with. There are giant rocks in this road. But this truck is a pretty good rock crawler. It looks like we have one more hump to cross over. That looks like a pretty big tree there to the right. It wasn't really that big, just odd looking. We're pretty much out of the woods with it now. Here's our delivery point. I guess we have to manually unload this. I guess I need to back down the hill so I don't tip over unloading it. Here's some free lumber if we need it. I guess we need to back down over the rock pile. This should be far enough. Let's get the anchor down and get it in. That's gonna be the last one. Task completed. The aftermath of the hurricane. Thank you for your help. Looks like we need to move our camp further up the hills. We're gonna use the old P-12 service truck. Decisions and consequences. I did tell myself not to go there, 'cause I might sink, but I just had to test that new suspension and the wheels. Help me pull the car out, will you? I will reward you handsomely. Well, it's not far away. It's directly behind us. All we have to do is back in and snatch it. The bumper on this truck looks like it's ready for the zombie apocalypse. It almost reaches. We're gonna have to get down in it. It's gonna be over the roof of that thing, and I don't even see a snorkel on it. I'm gonna have to drop that scout and use the winch to get myself pulled out. I'm gonna have to hook it from the side. It's picking that dead tree up in the air. It stood it back up like a live one. If it'll reach, we should be able to pull him on out from here. This is some pretty deep mud. Task completed. Decisions and consequences. Part of the suspension is lost, but the car looks viable. Thank you. Off to the repair shop with me now, so next time I won't get stuck. We pretty much got all the tasks completed unless we open up some new ones by doing a contract or something. There's a generator site down here at the railway station that I probably need to take a generator to. So I'm gonna grab a truck and go ahead and do that. The Pacific P512. It don't have all-wheel drive, but I don't think we're gonna need it. I'll stop here and grab a generator. There we go. I'll probably have to bring a fuel tank out there eventually also, but right now we're just going to take this out. I'm going to mark it. That should do it. Eventually we're going to need generators at each one of these generator points. And we're about to start the contract, so I'm just going to pull this one down there. Those last tasks were pretty quick. I guess the first contract that takes us into the next map is going to be when we start doing those tasks. Also, some of the contracts could open up some tasks. We're beating the shocks off of it. This is as fast as it goes. The trailer ain't liking it. I guess we better jam it up in the high before it stalls. We're losing momentum. It's going to need diff locks. That made it go. We're passing the fuel station now. We're beating the shocks off again. Look at that trailer drift. We may have a little trouble right here because we don't have all-wheel drive. But we'll do the next best thing and lock the differentials. It's not doing too bad for not having all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is just not offered as an option for this truck. If it was an option, we would have it. I have to say this is pretty impressive for only having rear-wheel drive. Not many all-wheel drive trucks can do any better. Let's see if the winch can get us through here any quicker. It's not working as well as I had imagined, but it might be just enough to keep us from sinking up to the axles and being stuck here. It's barely creeping. I'm gonna have to grab another winch point. I could probably drive right through here without that trailer, but that trailer is the whole purpose for coming here. It's preparation for when we start doing contracts. If you guys like seeing this preparation content, I might show more of it, but just let me know in the comments if you like seeing this, and I might add more of it to my videos when they're sort of short. Sometimes videos are so long, I'm trying to find ways of shortening them. Let's just say hypothetically that a contract takes 1.5 hours to complete. I might have an hour of content, but you won't even notice it, you won't miss anything. I was thinking about starting the contracts next and finishing those tasks first on the other map, because we already have a garage open there. And I have a lot of trucks to spread around. If you've been watching the series, be sure and hit the subscribe and bell icon so you'll be the first to get the next one. If you hit the bell icon, it will notify you as soon as the new videos go public. My diffs were getting hot. I need to climb a little bit more and then I'll turn them off. Okay, let's get the wheels out. This thing has a lot of power. I've never used a generator on here yet. We're gonna go test one out. I could have just read about it, but whoever reads the instructions, we just want to get out here and experience it and learn it the hard way. It's harder to forget when you learn it the hard way. There's the spot where I need to plug it into. Well, let's fire it up and see what it does. She runs. I'm just gonna detach it and leave it running here and go see what it can do. It's a tight turning spot here with all this stuff sitting around. This truck sounds pretty tough. So basically you can make stuff with the generator. We may have to bring fuel out here before we start doing contracts that require any of this material anyways.